Look over here, Bentley. You got the dog here, guys. Bentley is in the house, and we got a great show for you guys. He's sniffing, and we're going to pull back view of him in just a minute.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
The GOAT is back. We got Bentley in the house. It's so good to be at home and to have this guy with me. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Kompan. It is great to be here with you guys on this wonderful Tuesday evening. Lots of cool things happened today for both the experience and just now for me, too. So those of you, some of you guys may know that I'll be going to Korea at the end of September for a very large festival in Busan, celebrating the fall harvest, which is a really big holiday out in Korea. It's like one of their largest holidays of the year. So I'm gonna be going out there and teaching two master classes, one about sales and the other one about research and adaptation. And I'll be doing that alongside a retired Korean naval captain. And I just got asked to stay for a little bit longer because they're going to be celebrating. Busan is going to be hosting a big birthday celebration for the Korean Navy. It's their 80th birthday this year. And that's a South Korean Navy. So they're having like a big, festival, and they've asked me to stay and participate in all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm also really excited because I've been reading a ton of comics. My gosh, have I been reading comics. And I just picked up some new stuff today, particularly this bad boy here. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you have been reading all of the Predator series that Marvel has been putting out there, like the Predator and Wolverine, Predator and Black Panther, and Predator and Spider-Man, it all comes together. This is the culmination of everything right here. And the first opening scene is so, whoa, it's mind-blowing. This is some really good comics. And we got a great show for you guys today. As always, you spend $25 with me, and you're located within the United States, you're going to get a spin on the wheel. Spend $50 with me, and as long as you're located within the United States, you get free shipping on your order. So let's do this. What is up, Roberto? What is up, Brandon? What is up, Chris Steiskell? Who else is in the house here? We got Nick in the house, Katrina in the house. We got a full room here. This is fantastic. And I'll also be heading to a convention this weekend. I have Fan Expo Chicago. I'll be at table A224. And tomorrow, I'm actually going to pick up all the stretch goal rewards for Warline, the Warline campaign. So I haven't had a chance to actually start on fulfillment yet. So one thing I'm offering folks, and I already had a couple people email me about this, if you're going to be at the convention this weekend and you want to pick up your rewards, just shoot me an email. Let me know that you're going to be there, and I'll hook you up. If you're one of my shoppers and I owe you a Warline reward, I will start to take care of that next week, and I'll just put it alongside with everything else that you have in your bundle. Those of you guys who printed up or who got the variants, I need you to wait a little bit longer. I had a change. I changed the printers that I've been using, so I haven't found somebody to print the variants yet. But once I do, I will get them printed up, and we will ship them out to you guys. So there you go. Yeah, the Marvel universe is totally going through it with Godzilla, Aliens, Predator, and I know they're doing Captain America and Alien pretty soon, which I'm really excited about too. So lots of cool stuff happening right now in comics, honestly. And this is a pretty big release week. You got a new issue of the Fantastic Four that dropped, another Ultimates, Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. It's a pretty light DC week, though. The only book I'm picking up is Batman and Robin, which has been a really great series, by the way. But anyway, let's get to comics here. Other comics, because we're still talking about comics technically. All right. So I have G.I. Joe number 30. We got a direct edition copy. I have this priced at $8. I'm willing to bring the price down to $6. Let's do it at $6. See if we can find it at home. And then I have Ultimate Invasion number 2. If you've been following the Ultimate Universe stuff, you really need to pick up on this series right here. It's a 4-issue series by Jonathan Hickman and Brian Hitch. This is what launches the current ongoing Ultimate stuff. And it's all culminating very soon. So apparently Ultimate Spider-Man is ending at issue 25. And it's all kind of coming together. So speaking of the Marvel Universe going through it, the Ultimate Invasion, all the Ultimate Universe stuff, that's part of what the Marvel Universe is going through too. This is some pretty intense stuff here. We're going to do issue number 2 for $10 today. And we got Scott in the house. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Welcome to the experience. Glad I could be, hopefully I'll do my job and keep you around. If not, then just take my word for it. There are better hosts than me on here. All right. What's the deal with Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum? What's up, Mike? How you doing?
First of all, boo to your better hosts comment.
Well, I just don't want to have like a big head, because if I have a big head, then I literally won't be able to showcase books anymore, because I will literally, like, my head will just fall on the table.
That is true. The Kryptonite Spectrum is done by the same folks that do Ice Cream Man.
Oh, I've actually read that series. I've heard really good things about it, though.
Yeah, it's a really great horror anthology. But they're doing one where it's basically Superman is testing these different kryptonites on himself to see what they do to him. So I'm really excited to read that one.
That is interesting. That is really interesting. Huh. This kryptonite makes me testicles bigger. I can use the T word, right?
Well, I mean, you already did, so.
Right. No worries, Brandon. You can add stuff to, and I'll combine it to your invoice. I shipped out your other package today, so that should be heading out. Actually, did I do it today or last week? No, I did it today. Okay, so I have your package from last week that went out today, and I have your stuff from last week still here, so you can add to it, and I'll just update your invoice at the end of the week. No problem at all. This kryptonite makes me tingle in all the right places. This kryptonite makes me really, really dislike all Marvel comics. Pink kryptonite, that makes you want to party, man. All right, I have Batman number 50. This is a really important issue here. Batman and Catwoman are supposedly getting married. This is the A cover by Tim Sale, and it's going to go for $5. That makes you fall in love with Jimmy Olsen. Everybody, all the women love Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen totally scores with chicks, especially on the Righteous Gemstones. He's great on that show. All right, I have Edge of the Spider-Verse number 3. This is a Boba Fett variant cover here. This is going to go for $5. I got Spidey, Miles, and Ghost Spider all on the cover. It's going to go for $5. These were all FOMO books from last week, from last Friday's show. That was like the one time I saw FOMO books, not a single FOMO book sold last Friday. So if we can make it work today where at least one of these FOMO books sells, I would be very happy. Otherwise, you're going to see a very sad Onrie, okay? I have Incredible Hulk number 253. We got a newsstand copy here. I'm doing this one for I had a price tag of $10 on this. I'm not going to do it for $10. I'll do it for $4. Let's find it at home. I have Books of Doom number 5 of 6. Now, I recently picked this up And prior to getting on the air, I'm on a big Doctor Doom kick right now. So I've collected a bunch of different Doom series. And I recently picked up this What If Doctor Doom Had Become a Hero. And it was the first issue of What If that I read that like really grabbed me by the throat and like kept me engaged in the story. I really, really liked it. And it, heavily involves Mephisto. And it's really good stuff. But Books of Doom is a 6-issue miniseries. I have the whole thing now. And the reason why I ended up with this book is because in order to complete my collection, it actually made sense for me to buy, this is such a weird thing, to buy issues 3, 4, and 5 together so that I can get issues 3 and 4. It's really weird. But it was cheaper than getting 3 separately and 4 separately. It's weird, but it worked out. So I have issue 5 here, and this is going to go for $10. Look this book up by itself online. It's going for about $15 with shipping and everything. And again, if you spend $50 with me today, you get free shipping on your order. So $10 on Books of Doom number 5. And then I have a really awesome issue of Secret Wars here. The final issue of Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars. It's a variant, and it's based off of the old 80s action figures. And this is awesome. In this book, Reed Richards and Dr. Doom have their ultimate battle here. And there's some really cool stuff with Molecule Man. Really gorgeous artwork by Esad Ribic here. I'll open this up and show it to you guys. This is the series to own right now, is the Secret Wars, because a lot of what you're going to see in the movie, the Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, is going to be from this series right here. So this is really important stuff. Sorry, I keep coming to some ad here, but this is the artwork. And it's really, really good. Esad Ribic he illustrates all 9 issues of this series here. And I think they were originally going to make it 6, and then they expanded it to 9 because it was just, they had so much story to tell. And this is the series where you see Doom rip out the skeleton of Thanos. It doesn't happen in this issue. This is the final issue of it. But this is a really great series. I have all the A covers in my personal collection. This is going to be, this is just really hot stuff. And here's something interesting. I had a conversation with my buddy the other day. And he was kind of speculating that, when movies come out, that increases the interest in the comics. But I told him that, people who buy comics and read comics are reading them because the comics are great, not necessarily because of the movies. The movies definitely help spark interest, but that's not the sole reason why people read comics. In fact, honestly, I have to say, reading John Byrne's Fantastic Four has made me a much bigger fan of the Fantastic Four than the movie. Though the movie kind of piqued my interest, it sparked the interest. The comics are kind of like what keep me involved in it. People read comics because of the comics. They don't read comics because of the speculation in the movie stuff. I mean, that's just only a part of it. But, if you want to have an understanding of what could happen in these movies and you want to kind of like be in on it and see how this stuff is adapted, I highly recommend, taking the same journey I do and, read these books. And this book I'm doing for super cheap. For my issue 9, I had to pay a lot more money. Now, because it's a variant, I'm going to do this for $5, but they did variants. They did action figure variants for all of these books. So this is going to go for $5. I think it'll have some elements of the 80s movie, but because this Secret Wars is really kind of like a soft reboot of the Marvel Universe, I think they're going to follow this because that's kind of the goal here, is they want to do a soft reboot of the Marvel Universe. So, and I think it's smart because we need the core characters to return. We need Captain America back. We need Iron Man. We need all the Black Panther. This is how they're going to do it. So basically, I think what Doomsday is going to be about is they're all going to go to Battle World, and I do think the Beyonder is going to be there, but it's going to be like, all these universes kind of like getting destroyed. And I think Doomsday is going to end with a bunch of characters just getting wiped out completely, and Doom being the last one to stand and be like at the top. And Secret Wars is going to be about, the resistance to it, which is going to be led by Reed Richards and all those characters. So that's my speculation. And that's where it's going to be heavily influenced by this Secret Wars series. The fact that they're bringing the X-Men in and all the old cast members tells me that the Doomsday is going to be heavily based on the original Secret Wars series, because the X-Men did have a much larger role to play in it than they did in this. But I also think they're going to off every single X-Men character. They're going to kill every single one of those Fox characters. Everyone's going to die. And it's going to be very tragic, similar to how what they did with Infinity War. So it's going to be interesting, for sure. And I recently read the original series too, the original Secret Wars, the one that was done by Jim Shooter and Mike Zack. And that was an incredible series too. Like, the story there was in its own right a really awesome, compelling tale. And even if the movies are not a direct adaptation of that, which they shouldn't be, those comics themselves like hold their own as interesting stories. What's up, CJ? Marks 2. No, there's not going to be a sequel to Marks. He's dead. My grandpa's dead. I can't make a Marks 2. All right. Wow, you read Civil War for the first time before the third Captain America movie? I know Kyle doesn't really like the Civil War movie because it's nothing like the comics, and it's not. The comics are a little bit different, and they're different in all the right ways. And I remember when they were really pushing the events of Civil War. Civil War was actually a really great concept. The second one was also not bad either. I'm reading the Hydra Cap and Sam Wilson Captain America series right now, and that ties in a lot to Civil War too. And so there's a lot of different stuff going on there. Oh, Jenna doesn't like the Civil War, the Captain America Civil War movie.
Oh no, man. Oh no. I'll have to go find it in the archives. But when Kyle had his call-in show, Sean was talking to him, and Jenna didn't realize that he was live on the air with Kyle. Mm-hmm. And she heard Civil War and went on an F-bomb tirade for like a good 45 seconds before I could stop her. Yeah, she's not a fan of the movie.
I could just imagine you like just trying to get your word in and you can't do it. All right, I have Fantastic Four 243. I just read this yesterday. It is such a damn good story. So what happens is Terex, who is Galactus's herald after the Silver Surfer, comes to New York, and he basically takes all of Manhattan hostage, and he forces the Fantastic Four to go and kill Galactus because he's in a weakened state. If you look at this cover and you're like, why is Galactus so small? It's because he's in a weakened state. And when Galactus hasn't fed in a while, he actually becomes smaller. He was once human. So Terex takes him to Galactus's ship, and he says, all right, if you don't kill Galactus, I'm going to hurl all of Manhattan at Galactus, and that will kill him. So, as well as everybody else. So you guys got to go do this. And so the Fantastic Four are now on this mission to kill Galactus. And this goes against every fiber of Reed Richards' being, because he does not want to destroy Galactus. As much as he does not approve of Galactus' desire to feed on planet Earth, he understands that his existence is vital to the cosmos. So Reed Richards has a very interesting relationship with Galactus. It's not bad guy, good guy. It's, hey, greater force, I respect you, even though, you're not really sympathetic to our needs. And Reed Richards has to use his intelligence to find ways to negotiate with Galactus. And then the Avengers get involved, and it's a really intense book. And this book itself is actually going for a lot of money, and it's part of John Byrne's run, and it's probably one of the crowning moments of the run so far. So I just finished reading this issue yesterday, and it's very good. It has a very good ending that's going to keep you at the edge of your seat and make you be like, I need to read the next issue. This is going to go for just $8 today, which I think is a pretty good price on this. It is a newsstand copy. So Fantastic Four 243 is going to go for $8. And then I have Nomad #1 going for $3. Nomad #1 is $3. What's up, Tori? How you doing? Yeah, Marvel Unlimited is really nice in a lot of ways because if there's books out there that you don't have access to, it's a great way to just like come on there and read stuff and know what's going on. I refuse to read comics digitally. Ever since I became a dealer, I just can't do it. I'm not a big fan of reading comics digitally. It is my own bias. It's not something that I expect everybody to do. It's just something I prefer. Kind of like what Stan Lee said, comics are like boobs, they look great on screen, but they feel much better in your hands. So that's how I feel about comics. Similar, and boobs too. I feel the same way about boobs. Female boobs, by the way, not boobs or plastic boobs or anything like that. Can I say boobs on the air?
Well, you've kind of said it like 6 times now, so.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to say it again, I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. I like real boobs like I like real comics. I mean, so sue me. Gosh. All right. Amazing Spider-Man 364. We got Shocker here on the cover. This is going to go for $4 today. $4 on this. Hashtag not funny. Reading anything digital makes me feel dirty. It hurts my eyes. All right, I have Silk #1. This is going to go for $3. What do I need a shovel for? I just said I like boobs. Like, it's a preference. Like, I didn't say anything offensive. It's not like I said I hate.
Maybe not, huh? Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Give those comics a home.
Snyder films. It's not like I said that. Zack Snyder films suck. I would rather hold boobs than watch a Zack Snyder movie. Who's going to argue with me on that? Right? No, I'm not grabbing myself on the air. That's not happening. All right, Silk #1 is $3. I have Scarlet #1. This is going to go for $3. $3. Where's Eddie when you need him? I need someone to outdo my inappropriateness right now. Scarlet #1 is $3. I was writing a children's story, but now I have your full attention. And it's all because I said boobs. But I'm selling comics here, which feel better in your hands like actual real boobs do. There. Stop body shaming. No more body shaming on the air. All right, I have Uncanny X-Men #350. Gambit on the cover. We got like a little bit of a foil effect going on here. That's going to go for $4. And then I have Doctor Strange #1. This is the start of Jason Aaron and Chris Bacalo's run. This is the first appearance of Zelma Stanton. This is going to go for $8 today. It's been in my collection for a long time. And you guys, please don't be shy. If you have any interest in any of these bottom row books, please let me know. And Jay, is there a way for us to get rid of the little comments that are popping up in that right corner over there? Yeah, that's awesome. Just so people can see all the covers here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know the importance of seeing the comments and things like that, but I will respond to everybody talking about boobs in the comments shortly here. Okay. All right. So I had to do a bit of a culling of my personal collection because Well, it's just time for me to do it. So I grabbed some books, some runs here that I completed, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So I have Miles Morales Spider-Man #1. This is Legacy number 283. #2, #3, #4, and #5. This is the full run here of that first series, or of this latest series. This is from the latest ongoing. I am going to do this for, let's see, I'll do this for 25 today for Miles Morales Spider-Man #1 through 5. 25 on the first 5 issues. And then I have the next run, which is actually a crossover called Carnage Reigns. And this is really cool because the Carnage symbiote decides to merge with Tony Stark's armor and is now running all of Stark Industries. And Spider-Man is not around, so it's Miles Morales and Red Goblin who have to fight him. And Carnage is involved with it in the sense like Cletus Cassidy is kind of merged with the symbiote. And what's it called? He's been kind of like taunting this one guy and forcing him to kind of do his bidding. So he's also a part of it too. And this is from a previous Carnage series. And which is really good. So this all continues it right there. And this is the entire part of Carnage Reigns. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters of this. And stop saying I'm going to get in trouble. And then Lewis is saying he doesn't want to see my comments. I did see your comments. You said stop body shaming. Did you call something?
No, when you had me take the comment thing off the screen.
Oh, I didn't want to see your comments. Yeah, I don't want to see your comments on there. I want to see them on the other screen. All right. So I have all of Carnage Reigns. So this is 10. 15. Sorry, I need to price this out. 20, 30, 35. All right, I'm going to do all of this today at $40 for Carnage Reigns. This is the entire run. So it's basically Miles Morales going up against Carnage. And apparently Miles had a really brutal encounter with Carnage during the Absolute Carnage run. And so this is him kind of like facing his fears. It's a really, really good run. I really enjoyed this, but I got to make room in my collection for other stuff. So this is now off. I'm trying to find this off to a better home. Nick, what's up? How you doing? Hit the thumbs up. Nick Barucci commands it. All right, I have Frank Miller's RoboCop. We got issue 1. We got all the Frank Miller covers here with a certificate of authenticity too. #2, #3, #4, and #7. So this is an 8 or 9 issue series. I believe it's a 9 issue series. It's really good. I didn't get all the Frank Miller variant covers, but I was trying to like plug in the gaps. Again, this is just something that like I needed to sort of cull the collection. And so as much as I would love to be able to go back and do this, I can't right now. I got to make room for other things. So I am looking to find a new home for these. This is going to go for $30 for all of these RoboCops. All the Frank Miller covers, which are the A covers. And Brandon's asking, did you at some point have Ripple Effects for sale or whatever the book with diabetes was called? I think I still have Ripple. Yeah, I still have it here, dude. Ripple Effects. This is going for $45 today, if you want it. So $45 on this one. Let me know. I do have it. All right. We are going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, I'm going to start busting out dollar books. All right, claim. Hey, thanks a lot, Brandon. Outstanding. Yay, ripple effects. Talk to Brandon. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to start busting out dollar books and other fun stuff. So stick around, and we'll be right back.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great, thanks.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, we are back, and it is time to bust out our dollar books. So I am trying to cull as much of my collection as I can to give myself some buying power to go out and do some shopping for you guys again. I have a lot of back stock here that I've been sitting on for a while that I initially bought to resell at $2, but it's been sitting here for a while. And so I figured in order to kind of, give you guys a little shot in the arm and see if we can find these books new homes, I'm going to do them all for $1. So at this point, I'm just trying to move through this stuff. We do have Fan Expo Chicago coming up this weekend. Why is this important? It's important because this is a drivable show for me. It's 15 minutes from my house. And if I have a bigger budget, I can come in and buy some really cool stuff that I can then showcase here. I'm probably going to be buying either way, but I really want to move through some of this bulk because I also need to make space in the basement for new stuff. So if you see comics you want tonight at $1, please claim it. And if you need a little extra time to pay your bill, that's okay too. Just let me know. All right, let's start off. I have She-Hulk number 159 and 160. That's going to go for $2 right now. $2 for these two issues. For the Shulkies. I have Infinity Inc. by Roy Thomas, Todd McFarlane, and Mike Clark. We have issue 22, 23, 24, 25. This is going to go for $4 right now for these Infinity Inks. I have Exceptional X-Men number 1 from the Ashes, A New Beginning. Anywhere else you go, you're going to pay cover price on this book. You can get it right now for $1. I have The Last Sin of Mark Grimm, number 1 of 4. This is a independent book, and it's also signed, and it's going to go for $1. Rat City, number 2, is $1. The Walking Dead Deluxe, number 79, number 84, number 91 are going to go for $3. So $3 on these. I have Grim Fairy Tales number 0 going for $1. Street Fighter versus Final Fight going for $1. It's a free comic book day book. Bullseye number 3. This is a great series, guys. This is such good stuff. I absolutely love this run. I put one together and then I sold it off, and now I'm putting another one together for myself to keep. And every once in a while I come across a loose issue. So here's issue 3, and it's going to go for $1. The whole run is 5 issues, and you got really great artwork here by Sana, and the covers are done by Dave Johnson. They're really, really good. That's $1 for Bullseye number 3. These are dollar books. Jump on them. I have Superman number 30 going for $1. Dark Knight's Metal number 1 is going to go for $1. I have some Marvel Knights Punisher number 2. We got a really great team up with Spider-Man here. Some classic Garth Ennis, Steve Dillon action here. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, and number 12. This Punisher series is awesome. It's after the Welcome Back Frank run. This is the ongoing Marvel Knights series. Let's see what we got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 comics for $10. 10 Punisher books for $10. That is a very good deal. I have Legends of the Dark Knight number 68. That's going to go for $1. I have Wanted number 1, number 2, missing number 3, but I have number 4, number 5. I believe it's a 6 or 7 issue series. But if you want these 4 issues of Wanted, it's $4. Get these 4 issues of Wanted for $4. Wanted is a really good series by Mark Miller and J.G. Jones, and it's about a supervillain's coming-of-age story. Peter Parker Spider-Man number 26 and number 27. This is going to go for $2. I have Punisher Max, The Cell, The Tiger with a Y. That's going to go for $2. I have Zombie Kid number 1 from AP. That's going to go for $1. What's entirely different from the movie?
The Wanted comic.
Oh, yeah, the Wanted comic is totally different.
Very different from the movie.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say the movie's like really superhero based, right? Like the movie's like more like these are people with access to technology and part of like the super secret world.
Well, they have that thing where when their adrenaline gets pumped up, like you have that one guy that jumps across buildings and the curving of the bullets and all that stuff. So there's a little bit, but after, I saw the movie first, I wasn't really wild about it. And then I read the comic and I was like, wow, this is like in name only.
The best thing about Wanted is the final page of the story. It's really, there's no other comic series that ends quite like it. And it is a very well-written comic. And there is that saying that movies rarely do the original source material justice. The source material is always the better content. That is a general consensus with novels and everything. Like it's always, you're going to get more information out of the books than you are out of the movies. Movies are usually an adaptation and it's condensed and everything. So I tend to agree with Jay's, summation of the wanted film. It's not as good as the comic. It doesn't even come near being what the comic is. And honestly, the comic is so brutal that there was no way for them to truly give it an honest adaptation. They had to, make changes in order to make it work for Hollywood, in order to get other people into the theater. So Lewis is saying, yeah, the only parts that are accurate to the source material were those things, the curved bullets. All right, so I have The Punisher by Mike Golden. We got Bernie Wrightson covers here. I have issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is when he was killing for hell. And this is going to go for just $4 right now for these books, and they're in really good shape. Some really good dollar books here, guys. Don't be shy. Yeah, the final page. All right, I have Iron Man #1. That's going to go for $1. The Death of Doctor Strange Blade #1 is going to go for $1. Spider-Gwen #20, $1 on this. Prez, the First Teenage President #2 is $1. Justice League of America #248 is $1. Power Man and Iron Fist #77 is $1. Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer's Supreme #7. That's going to go for $1. Future State Green Lantern #2 is $1. This is the first series of the Punisher series by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. This is the collected edition, which collects issues 1 and 2. That's going to go for $1. And I have #2. #3, we got a Daredevil Punisher team up here. This heavily inspired Daredevil Season 2. #4, #5, #6, #7, #8, #9, #10, #11, and #12. This completes all of Welcome Back, Frank. I want you guys to think real hard about this right now, because I can promise you something. And Jay, please confirm it with me. What's up, Pablo? How you doing, dude? I can promise you guys one thing. There is nowhere else on this planet where you're going to be able to get all 12 parts of the Welcome Back Frank run for just $12. All right, this is a highly celebrated Punisher series right here. We're going to do the whole thing right now for $12. Pablo, how you doing, man?
And Onrie, you are absolutely right. Ain't no way you're going to get all 12 for that price. No way.
Forget about it. I promise you guys. I have a lot of those books in my collection too. I should probably just pluck from what I'm missing and add them, but I really just want to find these books new homes. So I highly recommend you come back. And welcome back, Frank. Off to Brandon. Nice. Awesome. All right. Now, if you missed out on that, don't worry, because I have a plug-in right here. This is a plug-in run. I have issues 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Taking care of 2 7-week Cocker Spaniels. Oh, that's so cute. I love Cocker Spaniels. 2, 4. I can say Cocker Spaniels on the air, right, Jay?
That is the breed of dog, yes.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I can say that. Melissa's claiming the Punisher books. Awesome. So that's going to go for $6. We're selling lots of Punisher tonight. We're punishing the competition.
Hello.
Hey-o. Oh man. So Pablo, I actually want to tell you a story. Today, my dad's business partner, his wife has a best friend, and her best friend has a daughter, and her daughter has a daughter. They recently came here from the Ukraine once the war started, and yesterday or over the weekend they okay, you want the ones too? Okay, they called me up over the weekend and they said, "Hey, is it okay if we can come over and play with Bentley for an hour?" And I said sure, because the daughter, she really loves the youngest child. She really loves Bentley. And so she came over today and she was playing with Bentley and he was so happy. He's right here right now. I'm going to come get him. He's sleeping, but I'm going to get him. Lifting this dog up is like picking up a bowling ball. But he had a lot of fun today. He got lots of treats. She was engaging him for like the entire time. And he was running around. She was playing tug of war with him. And it meant a lot to them. And, I was talking with the mother and she was telling me about everything that, was going on right now. And it's such a difficult situation. And it is so sad what the people of the Ukraine are going through right now with this war. And a lot of them are it's just like your entire life getting uprooted. I couldn't imagine that. Like the closest thing I think that we all experienced that was COVID, but like war has ruined so many businesses in the Ukraine. It ruined so much. And you just can't help but wonder, is this really what we have to resort to in order to solve dilemmas? Can't we just read more comics? Wouldn't that just make things easier? Yeah, so I brought Bentley on the camera because of that. So for those of you guys who don't know, Pablo and his wife, they raise show dogs, right? You guys have a bunch of show dogs, and they also take care of other dogs and everything too. So they're big dog people. I'm a big dog person. I'm a big animal person. I love all animals, cats, dogs, everything. Yeah, war is like nothing else. It just ruins everything. There's nothing good that comes of war. Not a freaking single thing. Read more comics and you'll find that out. All right. Let's keep going here. Comics are like the ultimate lesson in why we shouldn't have war. Part of the reason why I do comics about historical wars is in order to, show that it's not a glorious thing. War sucks. I don't know. German Shepherd dogs and Cocker Spaniels. German Shepherds are beautiful. I absolutely love German Shepherds. Oh, your mom breeds Maltese, Brandon. I didn't know that. That's really cool. I love Maltese. They are such cute dogs. Did you guys know something cool about Maltese? The Maltese breed was actually, they were royal. They guarded royal kings and queens and stuff like that because they look really cute, but they were actually pretty ferocious. I didn't know this, but my friend told me that. So apparently the Maltese is they would keep these dogs in areas where they would keep really expensive stuff. And the dogs would guard that. So that's what I was told. I don't know. Brandon, you might be able to confirm if that was true or not. All right, I have the Green Lantern Corps, number 204, number 206, number 207, and number 212, and number 213. It's going to go for $5 right now. $5 in this. Wolverines. That's what they kept. That's what they should have kept. Not Maltese dogs. Or was it? Or was it that? That's really cool. Brandon, you're based out of Pittsburgh, right? I remember because I sent stuff out to you today, so I forgot where you were based out of. I should remember, but alas, I didn't. All right, I have Iron Fist number 75. That's going to go for $1. God Complex Dogma number 6. Got 2 copies of that, going for $1. And then I have a bunch of these here. Oh my God, I got like several thousands of these. Okay. Hey, Lorena's in the house. Okay, cool. Got a bunch of claims here. All right, Lorena is claiming Death of Doctor Strange. Okay, gotcha. JLA and Scarlet. Okay. JLA and Scarlet. All right. Who's ready for a 50-cent book? You guys ready for a 50-cent book? Check this out. Katrina, you'll appreciate this. Last year when we were at Grand Rapids Comic Con, we met Mr. Arvell Jones for the first time ever. And he created Misty Knight. And he did this really cool Marvel's Greatest Creators exclusive variant here of Iron Fist. So we got Arvell Jones here. And I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 copies of this book. And I'm doing them all for 50 cents a pop. So if anybody wants one, grab it. 50 cents a pop. These were selling for $5. And you never know, you might run into Arvell Jones at an upcoming con, and he will sign it for you. Katrina is getting it. Now we evened you out, see? But anybody else who wants it, it's the first appearance of Misty Knight. It's a reprint, and I'm doing them for 50 cents because I got so much back stock of this. I got 17 copies or 16 copies now. I'm sure I have even more. I mean, I literally had an entire short box of these. So they're going for 50 cents a pop. Okay. This is claiming one. Take them. Take them all. They must all find a home. Lorena's taking one. Good. Take them. Find them a home. You can have one too. It's just 50 cents. It won't break your bank. And you never know. You might run into Arvell at a convention. He's a really sweet guy. He came and he chatted with me and Katrina for a little bit. It's awesome. Okay, Alan Lewis is claiming 2. Claim 2. Claim 3. Claim as many as you frickin' want. I want them out of here. Claim as many as you like. Zombie Kid. Okay. Good. We're moving through some bulk tonight. This is good, guys. So tomorrow I'm going to be making a trip out to the printer to get those. So basically the stretch goal reward for the Warline campaign was the Warline sketch cards that Dexter did. So my printer printed them up, cut them up and everything. So I got to go over to my printers, but I'm also going to make a stop over at Keith's Comics, which is a shop out in Schaumburg that's going to be closing soon in September. So they're doing some really good deals on back issues. So I'm going to be doing some shopping. I'm going to pick up new stuff for the week, and I'm also going to go through whatever they have. So the more of this stuff we can move tonight, the better. All right. And if anybody else wants more of those Iron Fists, just let me know. We sold more Iron Fist than Flash tonight. Yes, Pablo, you are definitely getting one of those, so you're good to go on that front. You're getting everything. I'm just mainly, Pablo, the main thing that I'm waiting for right now is just to receive the original art. As soon as I receive the original art, I promise you I will send everything. I have a shirt for you. I have books for you. I have everything. The only thing I'm also waiting to do right now, and I let everybody know this earlier, is to print up the variant covers exclusives that we did for Kickstarter. So that's the Chris Mad, Staniak, and Kanan White covers. I had a fallout with my previous printer, so I'm looking for a new printer to just handle that stuff. So until I do that, because it's a pretty small run, I'm only printing enough to cover the Kickstarter stuff. But since you picked up all that original art, you're going to get those covers too. So in your package, you'll get the stretch goal rewards, and you'll also get the original art, Warline 1 through 3, the A covers, and all those Kickstarter variants as well, because you really came through for me on that. So just hang tight. I know I hate making you wait. Feel free to keep checking in with me. I totally don't mind at all. So like, if you want to just keep checking in and being like, hey, what's going on? That's totally fine. I'm not sure what Dexter's rep is doing right now. I don't know. I believe they shipped it out, like whatever the last update was, that's all I know. So it's completely out of my hands. One thing I can promise you though, is we have done it before. Roberto Santiago, he got a bunch of original art from Dexter, and it did take a long time to get it, but he did get it. So it takes a while. And that was something I let everybody know in advance, that it just takes a really long time, because shipping from the Philippines to the US, I don't know what the deal is. It should be a pretty quick process, but it's a slow one. So yeah. I'm sorry it's taking so long.
So Katrina's going to take another Iron Fist. Unknown's going to take an Iron Fist, and then Lorena wants Batman Legends.
Well, fine. I'm just going to go off on less tirades then. How about I do that? Does that make you happy now, Jay?
I just wanted to make sure they got their books, man. I love listening to you talk.
I just wanted to make it. Don't shoot me. I'm the messenger. That's funny. All right. Okay, so what was it? Lewis was going to take another one?
No, Unknown.
Unknown. Okay, Unknown's taking it. All right. And then Lorraine is taking the Legends. Okay. Legends. Goes to Lorraine. Cool. All right, we're caught up, I think, right? Yep. All right. I'm all imbalanced again. Oh, wait, Katrina wanted another one. No, you're not imbalanced. Oh, yeah, you are imbalanced again. Okay. So how many of these do we have left now, since you guys took so many of them? I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 left. If anybody wants all these for $6, we got a reseller out here. You can make plenty of money on these. $6 for all of them. Yeah, Roberto says it's totally worth late. No, I don't think it's stuck in tariff land either. I really do think that, Dexter is shipping everything through his rep. And I think his rep might be coming to the US and might just ship it out locally when he gets here, which is actually better, to be honest with you. But I have no idea what's going on right now. I can follow up with him again, but please, by all means, follow up with me as much as you need to. I'm not going to hold anything, I'm not going to hold any information from you. This is your stuff, and you have a right to know where it is and when it's coming. So please hit me up. Contact me. All right. I have another 50 center for you guys. Green Arrow number 9. So I have number 7, and then I have 4 copies of number 9. You can get issues 7 and 9 for $1.50, or you could just get number 9 for 50 cents. This is a $3 book. Normally, you can get it for 50 cents right now. Get issue 7 and 9 for $1.50, and then there's 3 extra copies of number 9 going for 50 cents. Okay, both the green arrows. That's by Benjamin Percy, who's actually writing the Predator stuff right now for Marvel. He's a very. I met him at Indiana this year. He's got a very gruff voice. He's like Wolverine. Seriously, if anybody was like Wolverine in the comic book industry, it would be Benjamin Percy.
Did he tell you you weren't funny too?
No, he didn't tell me I wasn't funny. I didn't even make any Jew jokes in front of him, so he didn't have the opportunity to say anything to me. Man, if you guys saw my booting episode last week, it was a total nod to what happened to me in real life. I try and do that. I can only tell stories based on real experiences. All right, I have Extreme Justice because regular justice just won't cut it. Extreme Justice number 4 and 6 are going to go for $2. So it's $2 for those. I have Earth 2 number 8. Got 2 copies of this going for 50 cents a pop. Not funny. I agree. Just not funny. Earth 2 number 2. Got 2 copies of this. Also 50 cents. And then I have Earth 2 number 3 going for $1. So I have 2 2s, 1 3, and 2 8s. The duplicates are 50 cents. The regs are $1. Or the singles are $1. The Infinity. That is a good grab right there, Lorena. That is a solid freaking grab. Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane doing Infinity Inc. She just scored these for $4. That is a steal. Everybody else was passing up on that. You jumped in at the right time and got it. One more thing. I think I have another issue of that here. Yes, I do. I have issue number 21 as well. Do you want to add that? So you have 22 up to 25. Do you want to throw on issue number 21 as well? Make it 5. Yes, I did get her green arrow. And a partridge and a pear tree. All right, I have Doomed number 3 going for $1. All right, awesome. Yay. Dr. Fate number 6 is $1. Firestorm number 3 is $1. Or Extreme Justice. I mean, you just can't get enough Extreme Justice on Kicking It today. Number 14. Sorry. Wow. There's a whole bunch of these. Good Lord. The amount of Extreme Justice here. You're going to start holding your own government accountable. Holy crap. All right. Let's put these in order here. Let's do it for the real. Let's do it for the real thing. Let's bring it home for the real thing here. Now, there is no justice in this world, but on this show tonight, at this very moment, you can have Extreme Justice for $1 a pop. If that's not justice, I don't know what is. Jay, do you know what justice is?
I know it's extreme.
Doomed number 3 is going to go for $1. All right, so let's go over our Extreme Justice run here. We have number 2, number 3, number 4, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 12, number 13, number 14, and number 16. This is going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got 10 for 10. 10 for 10 right here. Extreme Justice. 10 for 10. Eclipso, The Darkness Within. This is going to go for $1. Bloodlines Deathstorm number 1 is $1. Okay. Doomed. It's claimed. Lewis. Has anybody ever wanted Department of Truth #1? Well, here's a chance to own the sixth printing. I have issue 1, the 6th printing, going for $1. 2 copies of it at $1. Woven Heart #1 from Mad Cave. This is also going to be a 50 center. So I have, how many copies of this do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11 copies of Woven Heart #1 going at 50 cents a pop. This is written by the publisher, Mark London. And it's apparently about a dude named Woven Heart who's fighting werewolves. It's going for 50 cents for the sneak preview of issue 1. Kind of like what do they call it?
Like an ash can?
Ash can, there you go. It was on the tip of my tongue. All right, 50 cents. Got 11 copies of this. And The Mighty Avengers #5 by Brian Michael Bendis and Frank Cho. $1. You're doing pretty good on this collection. Okay.
And Lorena's going to take Woven Heart.
Woven Heart, okay. Okay, we got another woven here. You guys are smart tonight. The Fade Out #7, $1. Far Sector #7. And then it looks like we got another variant here. And I have 2 copies of it. So I have 2 variants of #7. We have we'll call this the A and the B. Each one's going for $1. Pablo, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for showing up, buddy. So Far Sector, got all those variants. All right. Lorena's taking Doctor Strange. Already showed Fade Out #7. Archangels #7. Archangels #6. And Archangels #5. So we have 5, 6, 7, and 4. Going for $4 for Archangels. 4 through 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. $4. And the Fade Out. We're going to do 3 more books, and then we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it is FOMO time. I have Kids #6 going for $1. Exo Man of War #49. I have 2 copies of this sealed in a poly bag going for $1. The Dying and the Dead by Jonathan Hickman #3 going for $1. And Knights of the Dinner Table #245 going for $1. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we get back, it is FOMO time.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion,
and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, Jay, you know exactly what time it is.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie Show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my god, like, shut up already.
I have too much fun. Too much fun. All right, I have the Spectacular Spider-Man number 139, The Origin of Tombstone. This is a really great issue, perfectly illustrated by Sal Buscema here, John Buscema's brother, and also an incredible artist in his own right. This is going to go for just, we'll do it for $5 tonight. We'll call it $5, and it's yours. X Factor number 10, the Marvel 25th Anniversary Edition. This, you get all the stuff on the cover here. This is going to go for just $5 as well. We got Cyclops on the cover. And as you guys can see, the stick is firmly jammed up his rear end here, based on the look on his face. Star Wars number 12, Luke and the droids trapped on a doom world. This is going to go for $10 today for Star Wars number 12. Star Wars number 12 is $10. And then, I can't believe it, but due to popular demand or unpopular demand, the Flash has become a FOMO book, and I have Flash 279 tonight. If this book was going to sell, it would have to sell tonight. We have issue 279, freshly bagged and boarded in a newsstand copy. This is the most effort I've ever put into a Flash book. It's going to go for $5. I just can't wait for them to recast the Flash and get it right so that everybody finally realizes how great a character the Flash is. I have Batman and Other DC Classics number 1. That's going to go for $5. No, of course, Nope is not here right now. Of course not. No one's going to take that Flash book. I have Uncanny X-Men number 283. This is the second full appearance of Bishop here, and this is going to go for $10. I have the Nam number 1. This is going to go for $5. And then I have Fantastic Four 274. Eventually, I'll read this book. It's in my collection. I have an extra copy of it. This is going to go for $5 for issue 274. And these are your FOMO books. It's been a little while since FOMO books have sold. On the last show, I did not sell any FOMO books. In fact, all the FOMO books from my last show are still up on the rack. Yes. Well, finally, Melissa has broken the streak. Everybody, I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Stop it. Shut up. Everything you're doing right now, stop. I want you to stand up, and I want you to salute Melissa, okay? Give Melissa the salute. Or the... Great. You're great. I love you. I'm so glad, man. I love you too. Thank you, Melissa. Hail Hydra. Well, that's what we should have done. The Hail Hydra. Winery. A FOMO book from the last show sold. Oh boy. Binary. Are you guys looking forward to Alien Earth? Jay, are you looking forward to Alien Earth?
I am, and to be honest, it premiered tonight.
Oh, it did.
Apparently, it's really good because Jenna watched the first episode, and I can pretty much hear her yelling at the TV. She liked it so much. Then she came in here, she was like hyperventilating. She's like, "There's actually 2 episodes tonight, so I'm gonna go get some food and watch the other one." I said, "All right." So apparently, it's good because she likes it, and she's a huge Alien fan.
Speaking of food, I got to tell you guys a little adventure I went on yesterday. So, as you guys know, I'm in Chicago, and apparently they did a Chicago-style hot dog deep dish pizza. And just to give you guys an idea of what that is, it's like if you took all the ingredients of a Portillo's hot dog and threw them on a deep dish pizza. So there's tomatoes, relish, onions, and hot dogs and mustard on this deep dish pizza. Sounds disgusting, but it was actually really, really good. It was getting a lot of good reviews. So yesterday I was like, what the hell? I'll give this a shot. And I gave it a shot, and it was really good, but it really punished my gut, and I slept horribly last night as a result of it. Like today I had to stop by at Walgreens and get some Pepsi. It was a brutal experience.
Onrie, I got to ask you something, man, since you're talking about pizza. As somebody from Chicago, can you please tell us once and for all, the Chicago style pizza, is it deep dish or is it a thin crust pizza? Because I hear different things.
I mean, look, honestly, my opinion of deep dish pizza is it's not an actual pizza, it's a pie. Like that is not, it's thin crust is what I consider pizza. But I mean, if they call it pizza, sure, it's pizza. It's got all the same ingredients. I mean, they throw everything on top, that looks like pizza. It smells like pizza. So it's pizza. But a Chicago-style hot dog, we're talking about Chicago-style hot dog deep dish. There's a completely different conversation. All right. They even threw poppy seeds on top, like they do on the hot dogs. And yeah, it was just a really acidic meal. And I was just like, I was in a lot of pain last night. I was like breathing acid. It was really bad. There's been some action already. Closer to a heart attack. Totally. My review of it out of a 10, I would say it was like an 8.5. That's what I told Chris Steiskell. It's an 8.5 out of 10. It was good. It was really, really good, but very acidic. Very, very acidic because of the mustard and because of the relish and everything. But it's like having a hot dog. It's just like eating a hot dog, but like it only comes in one size. It's just like small. It's like a small pizza, like this big, I want to say. And yeah, more like that. And it's about 4 slices. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. It was really good. I really liked it, but it just, you have to be ready for it. And I did kind of prepare myself, like I was eating healthy throughout the day, and then I was like, the hell, I had a crappy day. Give me one of them Chicago hot dog, deep dish pizzas. Is it kosher? Probably. All the hot dogs are kosher. All right, I have Daredevil number 200 going for $8, Acidic Jew. And then I have Alien number 1. We have, this is the annual, and it is the Salvador La Roca variant. That's going to go for $8 as well. Both books have been sitting here for a while. Just texting me this hour. All right. No, that's fine, man. Yeah, I don't know. For me personally, Jay, I've lived in Chicago my entire life. I prefer thin crust pizza. I don't like deep dish. This was an experience because it only came in deep dish. And I don't like deep dish pizzas because they're too thick. This one was not thick at all. Like it had a lot of ingredients in it, but it wasn't like a standard like deep dish pizza. Now there are times when I'm actually in the mood for a deep dish pizza and I do like it, but like I find deep dish pizzas to be like overly saucy. I don't like how much sauce is on there, and I don't like the cheeses under the sauce. I like when there's a balance. And thin crust pizza, it's like, you just got the sauce and the cheese on top, and it's perfect. It's a good balance. I don't like when one is overpowering the other. But sometimes I like thick deep dish pizza. Depends on the mood I'm in. All right. So not a single effing FOMO book has sold. So I'm going to drop the price of every book by $1. Meaning all the FOMO books. If it was $5, it's now $4. Yeah, the relish part actually I thought was going to bother me, but it really kind of like balanced things out. It's really like just eating a hot dog from Portillo's. That's really all it is. All right, I'm taking these books down. You guys did pretty good.
Unknown is claiming Batman and other stories.
All right. Melissa and Brandon today, you guys are my heroes. Everybody get up out of your chair and give Brandon the Hail Hydra salute. He deserves it. And Jenna was doing the Hail Sigourney Weaver dance tonight after watching Alien Earth, right? Right, Jay? Was that the deal?
I think she's still watching it, but she was. I'm guessing it's good because, like I said, I can hear her in the office.
That's awesome. Last shot at getting your Iron Fist for 50 cents. You gotta really seriously? Where was your data? What happened with the data breach? Like where did that occur? Oh, I actually have something to tell you guys. I was dealing with some bullshit today. So remember I told you guys about my car situation and how the freight facility, their forklift driver damaged the hatch of my car? Well, they messaged me today that they're not going to fix my car. They've decided not to do it because I signed a general consensus form that basically protects them from everything. However, that was pertaining to a specific tracking number for a specific shipment, which so happened to not be that shipment. It was a shipment before that. And I also came back to them and I said, your general consensus form doesn't apply to my situation because I was dropping off and for shipping. And just the fact that they're not covering this cost, which I gave them a very reasonable quote on it, is really pissing me off right now. It's like I've given them a lot of business and I keep telling them I'm continuing to give you guys a lot of business. I hope we can resolve this situation because I have a really good sales rep. He's been really good to me. Everybody at the facilities has been great. I would really hate to have to move my business elsewhere, but the fact that these guys won't cover this expense that is clearly their fault, the fact that they're trying so hard not to do it, I find that appalling. I'm just really shocked about that. Like, you damaged my car, but nope, I signed this general consensus form, which protects you guys from everything. Which basically they tricked me into signing because they said if you want to fill out a if you want to file a claim, you have to sign that form in order for everything to be processed. So they force you to sign it. It's like they really don't want to keep business. They really don't care. Okay, fine. You know, we'll see what happens. My rep is really shocked about the fact that they're treating it like this, but we'll see what happens. Tesla hit your car? No. Oh, no kidding. Well, I'm glad you got your check. I hope it was a big fat check. You don't have to like work for months. You can just buy comics anytime you want. They can buy you all the comics you want for the rest of eternity. That should be the deal. Because of your data breach, you owe me comics for the rest of my life. All right. I have Ultimate X-Men number 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 85, 86, 87, 88, and this is going to go for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 issues of Ultimate X-Men for $10. Enough to buy comics and that's it. Well, good. Here. I have Marvel Zombies Battle World. This actually ties in really well to Secret Wars because, again, it's an amalgamation. And on this world are the Marvel Zombies too. So we have issue 2 and issue 4 of this series going for $2. Champions number 2 is $1. Green Lantern number 23.2. This is the Mongol number 1. That's going to go for $1. The Ferret number 1 is $1. I have Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 6, kind of like a loved copy. It's going to go for 50 cents. I'll do it for 50 cents. I'll do the same thing on the Ferret number 1. So we'll move up. What a term. It's loved. X-Men number 60, 61. That's going to go for $2. Spectacular Spider-Man number 242. It's missing a cover. I don't know which issue this is. Issue 234. This is going to just go for, I'll do all these for 75 cents if you take them. Spectacular Spider-Man number 17, $1. City of Heroes, this is based off of the computer game, number 10, it's $1. Shadowhawk 3, number 1 of 4, number 3 of 4, and number 4 of 4. Shadowhawk 3, that's going to go for $3. Black Science, number 43 is $1. Ultimate Spider-Man 89 is $1. Spider-Woman Origin, number 4 of 5 is $1. Ultimates 2, number 9 is $1. War Dancer, what a stupid title. Who puts war on the title of their book? What a bunch of idiots. War. So dumb. Why would you put war on the title of your book? Number 6 is going for $1. Talk about lacking vision.
What's next? They're gonna put an animal name after it, like War Tiger.
Yeah. Or cat. Big Man Plans by Eric Powell. Now, this is a freaking title of a book here, guys. 1 of 4. This is going to go for $1. Gravel, number 21. That's going to go for $1. War Sales. Every time I see War Dancer, I just have to grab it and start, knocking the title of the book. Giant Size X-Men #1 is $1. Inhumans Once and Future Kings #5 is $1. Miss Marvel #1 is $1. Thunderbolts #9 is $1. Inkblot #2 is $1. Then I have Frontline #10. This is a really cool series. It's about the Civil War stuff that was, as the Civil War was happening, the reporters were actually covering everything. And so Frontline is about that. Issue 10 is going to go for $1. Okay, Lorena is calling X-Men. And Inkblot is off to Angry. Gotcha, Melissa. Image Classics, the creator-owned revolution, $1. Yeah, I got Inkblot. We're good. I can't name a book, war, anything for a while. I'm only up to C in my series. Mythic #6 is $1. Wretches #6 is $1 from Scout. And we got Invisible Republic #3 going for $1. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. This will be our last break. There are exactly 23 minutes left on the clock here. So we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and we'll finish up building that second rack. We're going to go over the bottom row stuff one more time. And we're closing out the show for the evening. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience. Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night?
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
As we're coming to the final stretch of this show, I just want to take some time to thank you guys. As I mentioned last week, things are getting kind of tough right now as I'm trying to navigate, how to, balance everything financially for the business. And I have to say that these shows have really helped take a lot of stress off of a lot of the immediate things that I have to take care of financially for the house. So I just want to let you guys know that all these books that we're selling, they're going towards paying bills and things like that. When I go out and buy, that's me, having a little extra money to be like, all right, I'm going to take this amount of money and I'm going to put it to work, and I'm going to try and double it or triple it, whatever I want to try and do. But it all starts with what we do here. So I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate that, because again, I can breathe a little easier. I can sleep at night thanks to you guys. So I appreciate you all being here. It is a pleasure being here with you guys on a weekly basis. I love it. All right. I cherish our time together. And just to show you how serious I am about that, I have a bunch of Walking Dead deluxe books here. 2, 4, 6 copies of issue 8 going for 50 cents. 50 cents a pop on issue 8. And I have a bunch more of issue 9 here. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 copies of issue 9 going for 50 cents a pop. So if you ever wanted Walking Dead Deluxe, this is your chance to get those books. They're 50 cents a pop right now. Feel free to jump on those. Manifest Destiny number 7 is $1. DC Comics Essential Graphic Novels, $1 on this. Power 3 number 4 is $1. Martian Manhunter number 6 is $1. And just to make some space for the bottom, 8 and 9. Brandon. I have Kids number 6 from Blaze going for $1. I really want to see weapons. That looks really freaky. Has anybody here seen weapons? All right, FOMO books again. I have Spectacular Spider-Man 139, Origin of Tombstone going for $4. Fantastic Four 274, $4 on this. X Factor number 10, $4 on this. Uncanny X-Men 283, we're gonna do $9 on this. I'm taking $1 off. Star Wars number 12, $9 on this. The Nam number 1, $4 on this. And the Flash 279, $4 on this. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring that Flash book up in again when we have Zach here next time. That's the only time it's gonna sell, because no one else wants Flash books. Like I could just hear the collective groan. Flash books. No one wants Flash books. Okay, Factor X, sorry. Factor X number 4, $1. Marvel Knight Spider-Man number 8 and number 9. It's gonna go for $2 for Marvel Knight Spider-Man. The 12, number 1 of 12. It's gonna go for $1. Ha! Isn't that ironic? A book series called 12 and it's 12 issues. Ah.
That's hilarious.
I wonder what Alanis Morissette would think of that.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
Why is that ironic? Why is that ironic? There's nothing ironic about having rain on your wedding day. I mean, it's like a free ride when you already paid. That's not a free ride. You paid for it.
Is the song itself ironic?
No, I think it's just full of, different happenstances. Unfortunate Circumstances. That's what the real song should have been called. Because, like, honestly, if you got a free ride but you already paid, I'd be calling for a rebate or, like, God, I'm Jewish and I'm losing the word right now. This is how tired I am.
Welcome to Kicking It, where we dissect Alanis Morissette songs.
A refund. I'd be calling for a refund. All right, I think it's called. All right. All right, X-Men number 31 and number 32, but it's missing a cover. I'll do this for $1.25, $1.25 for 31 and 32. It actually did rain on my wedding day, but it was nice and sunny on the day I got divorced. Like, it was the best sunny day ever. I had a really, really good day on the day I got divorced. But no, my wedding day was it was cold and it did rain on my wedding day too. But it was a really beautiful ceremony. Actually, got married 3 times to the same person, but I only divorced her once. I'm done talking about my divorce. Extreme X-Men number 7, number 22, and number 19. 19 and 22 and 7. This is going to go for $3. Coincidence. Coincidence. That's what it should be called. Coincidences. Not ironic. There's nothing ironic about it. Silver Surfer number 128 is $1. Found more Marvel Knights Spider-Man. We got number 7 here. And number 15. And number 17. And number 18. And number 19. And number 20. So if you want all these Marvel Knights Spider-Man books, which were done by Mark Miller and Frank Cho, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $8 on all the Marvel Knights Spidey books. Yeah, no, actually, I really did. My wedding day was a really wonderful day. It was a very emotional day, and I have fond memories. Even though things didn't work out, I can still look back on it and say that was a wonderful day. The reason why I can say that is because I have 2 wonderful kids out of my marriage. Things didn't work out with me and my ex, but that's life. At least I'm here selling comics. All right, Green Arrow number 118 and 119. That's going to go for $2 for these 2 books. Is Onrie being funny ironic? It's not funny. It's rare. Like your steak. Nightwing number 34. Then we got another variant here. I have 2 copies of it. It's going to go for $1. Your brother passed out. My buddy got really, really drunk because we had a limo and they put a full bottle of vodka in the limo because, of course, it was a Russian limo service. And my buddy drank all of it, and he decided that he was going to give a speech at the wedding. And he was like, "My buddy Onrie," it's really dumb. And my mom's like, "Get him off the stage. He's going to embarrass himself." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay, Mom. It's funny. We need a little entertainment. This has been a rather boring wedding." All right. Yeah, I am Mr. Brightside Kompan. Absolutely. You have to be Brightside. All right. I have, we're going back to gravel because I actually found more. I found more gravel in the collection. I have 19, 20, 18. These are all out of order. 17 and 16. So we're going from 16 to 22 now, or 21. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 books at $6. This is by Warren Ellis and Mike Wolfer. Mike's a really good guy. I've known Mike for a long time. Through Avatar Press. It's $6 on all these. Warren Ellis and Mike Wolfer. Peter Parker, Spider-Man 44, 34, and 25, which I'll do for 25 cents. So you can get all these at $2.25. Ultimate 6, number 1, number 2, and number 3. $3 on these. Silver Surfer off to Lorena. Ultimate Spider-Man 97, 98. 2 copies of 98. And 2 copies of 99. All going for $1. Everything's $1 for these Ultimate Spideys. Get 97, 98, 99 for $3. Get all the duplicates at $5. Silver Surfer. iBots number 2 is $1. X Factor 148 is $1. Excalibur 100 is $1. X Factor 149 is $1. And we have another Factor X here. I have Factor X 1, 2, and 3. Going for $3, and we have Factor X 4. So you can get first 4 issues of Factor X for $4. Get the first 4 issues of that. X Factors 148 and 49 are in poly bags. Then I have iBots and Excalibur 100. I'm going for $1. Some big deals up here. Ooh, this is cool. I have X-Men number 12. This is the copies of 12 and 13. 12 is the first appearance of Hazard. It's going to go for $1, and then 13 is right here. It'll go for $1 as well. So $2 on those 2 X-Men's. Extreme X-Men 28 is $1. And 26 and 28. And they're both for $2. Prototype by John Byrne is $1. And then I have Extreme X-Men Savage Land number 2 and 29. So you can get all those Extreme X-Men for $4 and the John Byrne prototype. And then finally, I have this Uncanny X-Men run here. 464, 465. These are all House of M Decimation books. 467, 468, 469. I have 2 copies of 469 for some reason. 470. I have 471, 2 copies of 471. 473. And 474. Now, if we're to get them without the duplicates, it would be $4, $5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $9 with the duplicates, it would be $11 for the Uncanny X-Men. So 9 or 11. Okay, we got 6 minutes left on the clock here, so I'm going to go over the bottom row of books one more time. I'm going to put our FOMO books up as well. Now we'll be back tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do another 2-hour show. I'm going to showcase some new stuff for you guys and we're going to continue doing dollar books. I have Spectacular Spider-Man 139 going for 4. Fantastic Four 274 is 4. Isn't that ironic? X Factor number 10 is 4. Uncanny X-Men 283 is 9. Star Wars number 12 is 9. Nam number 1 is 4. Flash 279 is 4. Sold one freaking flippin' FOMO book tonight, and that's it. That's it. No more FOMO books sold. All right. I have G.I. Joe number 30 going for $6. Ultimate Invasion number 2 is 10. Alien number 1 by Salvador LaRocca is 8. Edge of the Spider-Verse number 3 is 5. Hulk 253 is 4. Books of Doom number 5 of 6 is 10. Okay, Flash gets claimed. Oh my gosh, we actually sold yet another FOMO book. Good Lord. Flash and which Spider Woman? Oh yeah! Spider-Woman Origins. Okay, got it. Nick, we got you, buddy. Nick's like that Flash book's going to me. You guys keep buying Flash books, I'm going to have to go and get more Flash books. I'm letting you know. All right. Secret Wars number 9 is going to go for $5. Fantastic Four 243. Highly recommend you jump on this. This is going to go for $8 right now. Nomad number 1, 3 on this. Amazing Spider-Man 364. We'll do this for 3. Silk number 1 is 3. Daredevil 200 is 8. Uncanny X-Men 350 is going to go for, what did I say, 4 on this. And Doctor Strange number 1, the first appearance is Zelma Stanton. That's going to go for $10. And the Hulk is gone too. The Hulk is going to the Hulk. Okay, thanks, Nick. Got you on that. All righty. And then let's not forget our Miles Morales Spidey bundles here. I have Miles Morales 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to go for $25 for the first full run of Cody Ziegler's Miles Morales Spider-Man series. This is the current ongoing. And then I have Carnage Reigns Alpha. It goes into Miles Morales Spider-Man 6. Carnage number 13. Red Goblin number 5. Carnage number 14. Miles Morales 7. And Carnage Reigns Omega is where it ends. This is going to go for $40 today. So 40 and 25 would be 65. If you were to get all of this, it'd be 60 for everything. You do it all for 60. I know it's a big ask, but this is coming from my personal collection. I take very good care of the comics that are in my personal collection. Frank Miller RoboCop number 1. We got the Frank Miller covers for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Also coming from my personal collection. This is going to go for $35, and I'm firm on that price. All right, this is the end of our show. We're there. So let's see who's got. So I know Brandon's definitely got a spin. 15, 17. Let's see if Florina's got one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 14. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, Lorena, you're 5 away from a spin. And that's it. So Brandon gets a spin on the wheel. So let's spin the wheel for Brandon.
It's time to spin the wheel of skidball.
And Nick gets a spin. That's awesome. Nick, I set aside your Robocops. Thank you very much. All right. And by the way, that issue 1 comes with the COA. Okay, you get free swag. So the free swag I'm going to give you, Brandon, is going to be these cool stickers that I got from my neighbor at Florida SuperCon. And now Nick. Nick gets a free Marvel book. Nick, I'm going to hook you up with, let's see here. I'm going to hook you up with one of these X-Men books that I have here. Uncanny X-Men 471. That is yours. Throwing that on top. Guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Jay, is there anything else you'd like to add before we close out tonight's show?
Yeah, just be tuned into the experience. And tomorrow at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, we'll have the 1 hour of comic selling power with Rex and Comic Collectibles. Then at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, not sure what we're going to talk about yet for the Colin J Q&A. All I know is I'm Cash.
Tango and Cash? Oh, that's
Yes.
awesome. That was a great movie, by the way. I love Tango and Cash.
Yeah, but everybody, as always, thanks for being here tonight. You guys rocked it. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Jay, thank you. You rocked it, and we'll see you next time. I'll see you guys on the experience next Tuesday. Come hang out with me tomorrow. Be keeping up with these dollar books and all that fun stuff. So great day tomorrow for comics. Great week for comics. Great time for comics. See you guys later. Have a good night.